I'm Vanessa. I'm an LPFT volunteer.
My name's Chris Dabbs. I'm a volunteer at Witham Court.
Hello, I'm Helen and I'm a volunteer with Lincolnshire Partnership Foundation Trust.
I volunteered for most of my life on and off. My parents encouraged me to always give something back. I think that's where it stems from. For the past year I volunteered at Discovery House, on the wards at Discovery House in Lincoln, delivering gardening classes, growing our own produce, harvesting our produce, and later on the patients cooking with fresh produce, which they really enjoyed. We've also shared a lot of what we've grown with the Discovery House Cafe. What motivates me to become a volunteer, or what motivated me to become a volunteer, was first of all giving something back, and secondly making a difference to patient lives. Some of the benefits of volunteering are having the opportunity to help patients recover, to become rehabilitated. I think that's really important. If you want to try something new, I think volunteering gives you a clear insight into other opportunities and career opportunities too. For instance, I started as a volunteer here. I ended up in paid employment and actually won Volunteer of the Year. And later on, since then, I've been invited to a royal event to recognise my contribution to volunteering.
I've been privileged to volunteer for 13 years plus now. I've learned an awful lot about the dementia in older adults, and it's been an honour to come along and take part in the activities and help and meet the people there. Initially I required the services of the NHS and counselling was advised to me by my counsellor that a role as a volunteer would be worth considering and beneficial to me. Indeed, here I am 13 plus years later, and I've never looked back. I've learned so much, and it's been a role which I've looked forward to each time I come onto the ward to take part in the various activities which we do. It could involve singing groups, we also have poetry, we have name games, but also it can be just one-to-one befriending. Some service users just simply want a friendly face to see and to talk to, and that's what I'm more than happy to do, just to spend a few minutes or maybe an hour just talking to somebody about their life and being that friend that they so desperately need to, at times, to talk.
I've been a volunteer with the Trust for nearly 10 years, and I started after I'd had a crisis in my mental health, and it took me a long time to recover, so I gave up full-time work, which I did miss greatly, so I needed something. And at that time the Recovery College was just coming into being, so I went and had a chat about that, and I was welcomed with open arms. It's just lovely to be around people and to be helping people, especially being able to use what I know about mental illness to help other people. I think that's really important. As I've progressed, I also help with interviews. I'm on a list for during the interview panels, and that's really interesting. It's quite intense, but it's very interesting. It's quite nice to think that people who are using the system are also helping to put people into the positions within LPFT. Would I suggest to anybody to volunteer with LPFT? Absolutely yes. It's a very good organisation because they look after their volunteers really well.
Volunteering is an absolutely great opportunity to try something new. Making a difference, even a small difference, is really important to patient recovery. If you would like to become a volunteer, or if you're interested in becoming a volunteer with LPFT, in the first instance you need to email lpft.volunteerservices@nhs.net.